there, my name's Kelly and I desperately need a haircut. Good afternoon, wonderful people of the internet, and welcome back to the Maverick Baking Kitchen. It's gonna be another food review today, guys, and it's gonna be a weird one. So as part of their new spring and summer range, Marks & Spencer have been producing loads of new products, but they've only gone and made it weird, haven't they? So as I was walking through and checking out all the new kind of chocolatey and sweet goodies they have, I spotted these. M&S sea salt and vinegar caramels. What the fuck? This is part of their Tastes of the British Isles range, so I'm guessing that this is sort of inspired by classic British fish and chips. You know, you would have salt and vinegar in your fish and chips, preferably drowning in vinegar, in my opinion. And I don't know why this seems so alarming, because we know that salted caramel is good. You know, we're at the point where salted caramel is almost as boring as vanilla, because it's such a common flavour now. Sweet and savoury go together, right? But salt and vinegar in chocolate with caramel just seems a bit strange. So even though these were very pricey, I'm talking like £4 or £5 just for this little box, if I remember rightly, I couldn't pass it up. I had to try them. So it describes these on the packaging as milk chocolate truffles filled with a malt vinegar and salted caramel flavoured centre. So malt vinegar is exactly the kind of vinegar that you would see in most sort of greasy spoons or chip shops here. The dark stuff, it's great, goes well with lots of things. I just can't imagine how it's going to taste in a caramel. But then, hey, we've tasted some weird things on this channel. So inside the box we've just got this little bag of chocolate spheres containing a potentially terrifying substance. So we take these out, and yeah, they're kind of coated in a very light dusting of cocoa powder. You can feel it on your fingers and you can smell it. So it's just this tiny little truffle, all innocent, pretending it's not got vinegar inside it. Let's see how these salt and vinegar caramels are. I've got cocoa powder all over my fingers. So on the inside, you can see it's a real oozy kind of caramel. Dark and runny in that quite thick chocolate shell, actually. They have done a fantastic job with taming all those flavours together. So the cocoa powder on the outside makes the chocolate itself taste darker than it is. The chocolate is just your usual sort of creamy sweet milk chocolate, and the cocoa powder on the outside makes it just that little bit richer. The caramel doesn't have a whole lot of salt to it. Personally, I could do a bit more salt, and I do definitely think you taste that malt vinegar more than you taste the salt. There's a definite sort of acidic savouriness of some sort to that caramel. It tastes quite dark without it being bitter or burnt tasting, you know, when you just sort of lick the caramel itself. It's a flavour combination that works really, really well. I think if they had, like I said, a bit more salt in them, it would just kind of round everything off. But other than that, they've done a fantastic job with these. It is a very kind of grown-up flavour. You know, if you're into sort of plainer chocolate, or you prefer your kind of everyday milk chocolate, I don't know if these would be for you. I love dark chocolate and I love kind of more savoury, rich chocolate flavours, so I'm very into these. They're definitely not as alarming as they sound, thankfully. My complaints would be, A, like I said, a little bit more salt in the caramel, and B, the price point is very high for what these are. You know, I know there's a lot in here, and they're undoubtedly good quality, and you probably would only need one or two at a time to kind of satisfy a craving. But for 125 grams of chocolate, when it's not gonna be as premium as the likes of Hotel Chocolat, or you know, a more sort of upmarket chocolate brand that specializes in chocolate. £4 to £5 for one box of these is pretty steep. Overall, I think I'm gonna give these M&S Sea Salt and Vinegar Caramel Truffles a 4 out of 5. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave it a nice little like and subscribe if you haven't already done so, because stuff like this is happening more often than it probably should. I'd like to give a quick but very, very big shout out to my Patreon supporters, Nate, Enrico and Paul, for helping me buy lovely products like this. If you would like to support the channel, please do check out the link in the description box below where you can do so. And that's all I have for you today, guys. So until next time, I will see you later.